George Hatcher, un ingeniero de la Administración Nacional de la Aeronáutica y el Espacio, la NASA, es uno de los candidatos para viajar sin regreso al planeta rojo, Marte. Se trata de una misión planificada por Mars One, una fundación holandesa privada sin fines de lucro que espera enviar varias tripulaciones a Marte a partir del 2026.
In our solar system, Mars is the most viable candidate for our second home. So Mars is sufficiently close to the sun, doesn't have an incredibly hospitable environment. The atmosphere is almost not there. It's like 1% of the atmosphere that we have on Earth, but there is an atmosphere that we can deal with, and we can harvest CO2 and break the oxygen off from it to breathe. We know Mars has extensive water frozen throughout the entire surface, and sometimes just a meter below the surface. It's got plenty of resources to work with. It's got an appreciable amount of gravity, so you're not in microgravity, and we can get to it. You know, Carl Sagan said, "The stars call to us." So at the fundamental level, there is an innate drive in human beings to explore. We have curiosity built into us. So at the bottom of it, we want to go to Mars because we want to see what's there. But if you want to talk about specific details, then we're talking about, is Mars a place where we could establish a human colony? Improving humanity's chances of survival. We know that impacts of rocks and comets on the surface of Earth have caused mass extinctions in the past. We know it's only a matter of time before it happens again. So establishing colonies elsewhere in the solar system is like an insurance policy for humanity if we want civilization to go forward. But on the scientific side, we want to know if we're alone. Is this planet the only planet in the entire universe that has life? And if Mars had a warm and wet past, if it's got liquid water, be it highly contaminated, we would consider it contaminated with perchlorates, but very, very salty water, are there microorganisms there now? Do they use DNA as part of the structure of their cells? If there are none there now, does that make it easier for us to justify colonizing it because we wouldn't be displacing any organisms? I've spent my entire life preparing for this. I've shaped what I've studied in school and the degree to which I've applied myself in the coursework going back to high school, the skills that I've tried to acquire and the job that I do for NASA, all of this, in addition to being a fulfilling career and something that I enjoy doing every day, has been part of this process of making myself a viable astronaut candidate. Statistically, Kepler has shown us that every star has planets. So if you imagine a universe of hundreds of millions of stars, in each one of hundreds of billions of galaxies, and every one of them has planets, and we know for a fact that there's life on this planet, I don't see how this could be the only life.